The month of Ramadan is here, if you didn't know. Joining us today is Madeeha Siddiqi, author and creator of Goat in a Coat, to tell us more about this really precious holiday companion. Madeeha, good morning.
Thank you so much for having me here, Rosie.
Of course. Okay, so I told you off camera, I'm a little uneducated when it comes to Ramadan, so if you wouldn't mind doing us a favor and kind of reminding us about the month-long holiday.
Yeah, of course. So Ramadan is a month-long holiday for Muslims. It's a very sacred month where we focus on fasting and praying. And it's really just a month of reflection and giving back to the community and just kind of introspectively looking at our faith.
Oh, lovely. And it ends with a big party at the end, right?
It ends with Eid, yes. And so that's a celebration because fasting is when you don't eat or drink from sunrise to sunset. And so it's a huge feat for people to take on. And so everyone is ready to celebrate at the end.
Ready to celebrate, have a little food along the way as well. Okay, I like that. So Goat in a Coat, you told me just kind of conversationally, the easiest way for you to describe it to people is kind of like the Muslim version of Elf on a Shelf, because people really understand that holiday concept.
Yes.
And you wanted to give kind of a parallel for the Muslim community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Elf on the Shelf was a huge inspiration behind Goat in a Coat, and I really wanted to take that playful element and implement Ramadan aspects of it. So I created Goat in a Coat, your Ramadan companion.
Oh.
And I wrote a book about this sweet goat who comes to children's homes on the first day of Ramadan. And each day he's going to be holding a little deed card for the kids to do. Simple things like, say thank you to your parents, share a toy with your siblings, smile at someone. And it's just a good way to embrace that spirit of Ramadan, of doing good deeds and kind acts. And I kept them easy to do because I think we forget sometimes that even the smallest acts of kindness and good deeds can make a big impact.
Absolutely, and it makes it more digestible, I think, for children who are kind of learning about Ramadan and what we do here, kind of thing. So when you say share a toy with your sibling, they can understand that.
Yes.
I think it's so sweet. We've got to talk about how precious this little goat is in its little Technicolor coat. Talk to me about kind of putting together not only the story, but the design aspect as well.
Yeah, of course. So the story was just a reflection of kind of what children experience each day during Ramadan, and that's just, waking up and they get to see the goat, and the goat's going to be hiding in different places. And so that's kind of the playful element of it. And then the good deed element, they are super excited. And the reason that I chose a goat is because it has a lot of Islamic symbolism in it.
Okay.
For Ramadan, goats they're used to provide sustenance to families.
Sure.
They're used to bring communities together, and he's also very adorable.
He's adorable.
He's very adorable.
And you said that on purpose you wanted to work with women, with small businesses, not only illustrating this fabulous little book, but also the creation of the character.
Yes, and the creation of the character. And I love, we have so many talented women from all over the world, and that was really fun, kind of putting together the ideas, and even down to the last detail we worked together on. If you see there's little stars in the goat's eyes to kind of symbol, because the Ramadan starts on the first day when there's a crescent moon, and so and that's kind of how we tell the story as well.
Gotcha. Okay, so you've mentioned the deed of the day cards a couple of times. I'm just going to show everybody. It's a sweet little card deck. It's so cute. Kids can hold it. But you've pulled out a couple of deeds for me. I'm just going to shuffle them up here and pull something. So say thank you to your parents. Moms and dads and guardians are going to love this because I bet they feel like they don't hear thank you very often, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's a good one. How about that was share a toy with your sibling, give up one bad habit, biting your nails, picking your nose. How about sleeping late?
Yeah, sleeping late's a good one.
A lot of little kiddos who have a hard time getting up and getting ready for school. And give charity. So you even if they're little, even if it's just setting a dime aside, it's kind of the principle of the thing.
Yes.
Is that right?
Absolutely. And I think, that's the element that I feel all families from all backgrounds can relate to, right? We, as parents, want to raise kind humans, thoughtful humans, ones who want to give back to the community. And so that part is really exciting for me about Goat in a Coat, is that it can give not only Muslim families a new tradition to do, but it can also give families who don't know much about Ramadan a little glimpse into what the holiday is about.
Yeah, oh, it sounds absolutely fabulous. Okay, and I do want to ask who'd be a good audience for this book, especially because I think younger ones can really identify with like, oh, it's something new to snuggle or something new to find in the morning kind of thing. But also some of these lessons are good for kids as they're growing up. So who would you suggest?
So I would suggest definitely families, primarily, of course, who are celebrating Ramadan, right? They would love this, and they have loved this, Goat in a Coat as well. And also families who want to engage their kids into different holidays. You know, I mean, my kids, they go to an international school in Austin, and that's one of the aspects that we've loved, is that we have immersed ourselves in so many different holidays, and we've learned so much through that about people and their cultures. And so I would, you know, just say that for people.
How young can we go, you think, with Goat in Coat?
So I keep it broad. I say from the ages of 2 to 12 is a great range.
Okay.
You know,
my nephews are 5 and 9, so they will be receiving a Goat in a Coat. They fall right in your range. And where can we get? It comes as like a total box, right?
Yes.
So we get the goat with it, we get the good deed cards, and we get the book to read as well.
Yep. Exactly. You get the whole kit. And so this is a little keepsake box that you can keep the book and the goat and the good deed cards, since we do want to keep it a tradition, and you can kind of stow it away. And you can find this on shopgoatinacoat.com. And because the Austin community is so awesome, we are also selling at Book People.
I'd love to hear that. I love that they're supporting local. They rock. Okay, you had a pop-up this month celebrating Ramadan and some Muslim business owners. I just want to take a chance to honor the fact that you had a really successful event. Can you tell me about some of the vendors there?
Yeah, so I mean, part of creating Goat in a Coat, the fun part has been just meeting people in the Austin community, Muslim and non-Muslim, and everyone has just been so supportive. And so I wanted to give back in my way and have this market where I can expose them to, you know, different markets in Austin. And so we have Faiza's Kitchen, who she makes, it's this homemade granola called panjiri, and there's all of these anti-inflammatory benefits, and it's typically from Pakistan. And so she recreated it in kind of a healthy way, and it's so delicious. We keep going back and buying from her. And then we had Madhu Chocolate, which I know is, you know, a famous Austin company.
Big fan here on Studio 512. You can watch some of our old segments with them, but they have such incredible flavors. I mean, rose petals in their chocolates, some like saffron. They do incredible flavor combinations that I just think are fantastic.
Such incredible flavor combinations, and I think it's, you know, it brings out South Asian and Middle Eastern flavors, which I think people are really excited about. And then we also had House of SDK over there, and I'm wearing her blazer and her earrings right now just to represent that.
Well, and here I was wondering, where did you get those fabulous earrings? So that tells me that. Okay, so hopefully this isn't going to be the only pop-up, but you've got a lot on your plate right now, a lot of big successes. So I just wanted to say congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Rosie.
Of course. You can pick up your Ramadan companion and learn more about Goat in a Coat, at shopgoatinacoat.com.